Okay. Yes. How are you today, my friends? I wonder what is going on in your life. Maybe you will not tell me by far, because it is not in my concern. But you have people out there that just ask out of curiosity. And maybe that is all what it's all about. Something for them to talk about. Nothing that matters anymore. Not that you matter anymore. You can feel that how are you today is a concerning question and all the rest. How are you, my friend? And as if they would mind, would bother, would really care. So the question is not about care, not about bother, or whatever that concern is. Other to say, I think of you. How are you? Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Today I got a cold. What do you say in English when you have a flu or something that is sticking here in my chest? I got it yesterday and I woke up like something was not right. I just wanted to continue the time in bed, but if you can't sleep, you can't sleep. And that's how it is. Sometimes you have to do what you need to do in order to get it done. So, about them people, how are you? How are you people? What is it to them? What is it all about that we can say? Something that is more profound and necessary. What should we answer such people that say, how are you? Maybe I can write it down so we don't forget the topic. How are you? How are you? It's not even a question there. How are you? It's just a sentence. So then they reply. I heard many versions of that. Instead of answering, they reply, how are you? Oh, how are you? It's not a... For them, in their culture, I think it was in Australia, they never answered, oh, I'm feeling this, I'm having that, I'm not that okay. But it is just a rhetorical word that doesn't really resonate with the actual situation. Why? So why be offended by such a question? It's just this little hint that I care. But to what extent would I care? To what limits would I go in order to provide for you what you need? So the question is more or less twisted in a way. You can feel that someone is caring, and you use the opportunity in order to say, today it's not much, it's not going good, I'm just managing, I'm just hanging in there. I'm just there. Nothing much, and we shouldn't complain, but and you get the idea. What is the matter? The matter is what she or he wouldn't say. So that's another thing, my friend. How would that go with you? Maybe just how are you? How are you is okay as a word that can't be elaborated anymore, because I'm not the hospital, I'm not the doctor, I'm not the ambulance, I'm not a chiropractor, I'm not your yoga master, I'm not your priest, I'm not your whatever that is. I'm not that. So what do you expect, my friend? You shouldn't expect much from me. I'm just here having a nice time with you. Then you bring to the table all kind of complaints. Who am I to you? What is it about me that you open up to the degree that I feel ashamed of not helping you? That's how it is today. People, what is another thing? Because Jesus said, what can I do for you? That is that is a different approach. What can I do for you? People that are in need are rarely replied when they answer, I'm not good. And they said, what can I do for you? We met this blind man. He was blind then. Jesus was blind too because he couldn't see. He asked, man, what can I do for you? I'm blind. So he mixed dirt with spit and smeared it in his eyes. He spit. And then he got to see. Maybe it was all the dirt that man had been seeing. He saw straight through everything that this man was busy about. And in some time, in some occasions, I think we are blind because of the dirt we have been looking at. We can't see what more there is to life than this. That's how are you, to me, my friend, that is how are you. What can I do for you? So he smeared dirt, made a clay, put it in the eyes. Clay. That would be the most impossible thing to see through. Clay. So Jesus had fun. I bet he was not all that serious. I won't believe he had this joke. He had a good answer for most of the occasions. Some of the occasions he went just silent. He didn't answer. And that is a good answer too. When he was crucified, and Pilatus asked those questions, he didn't answer. What was the topic then? He had no answer. So you see all the blindness we have. The most common disease is blindness. Why? Because we believe in what we see. I debated with the leftists. They only believe what they see. They can't grasp what they don't see. So in order to adjust your eyes, you can't only look at the matters. You can't only look at the problems, because matter is problem. Matter is confusion between the spiritual and matter. You have to see what the matter was holding. So when he smeared this clay on his eyes, he saw the root of if you hold your eyes like that, you see some spark. And I think that is what Jesus did. He wanted this man to see the sparks of life. Life is a spark. How can we say so? Because there is life in everything. How can it not be? We breathe in and out. And we don't reflect over that is nourishing to all the matter that we contain. And when we stop breathing, the matter will die. There is no more life there, other than some minute. Every atom, every cell is of light. So the clay was reminding this man, even though you see all the matter here, even though your blindness is out of all what you have seen, see to the light. See to me. I am the holder of the light. I am the light. I am the light. So what is the problem with accepting what is beyond the matter, which the secularist, the leftist and the atheist doesn't really take to heart? They don't level it up at the light from where it comes. Hold everything. Hold the matter in its own hand. From a ball of light can hold the whole world just by your fingers. The light that comes from the void. Light is a void. No one expects answers from a false prophet, so why not? Why can't the light come from the void? The density. How come? You see, when the density of matter is so high, it becomes a black hole. You can't see it through. And that is the kind of blindness people are suffering from. The black hole. And if you see in my eyes you have this pupil. That is the blackness. And if you don't put the light in that pupil, let me Google that if that is correct translated. Pupil. Yes. You have to give it time. The pupil.
The pupil.
So the pupil. It's not the pupil, it is the pupil. Okay, that is okay. I stand corrected. You have to bring light in the pupil that you have. It is this darkness. Every child should be reminded, in order to see clear, that you put the light in that darkness. It is the density of why is it black? Because everything, you have to dense it down. Everything that you see, it's a dense compression in your eye. So it have to be black. But there you put the light. You have to see the light in everything because the density is so high. And it doesn't come to mind that this is light. What we see all around is light. So instead of asking, how are you? With a reply that I am not that good, you can say, I have seen the light, my friend. That is a rhetorical answer to how are you? And you can say, I have seen the light. And this man needed to even have more density to protect, some protection from the matter, from all surroundings, in order to get to see. He needed to realize that he was blind. That's why Jesus asked simple question. He didn't, maybe he was in denial. Every blind man, blind people are in some kind of denial. Blind people are in denial because they are every day conquering themselves, their own blindness. This is a demand. If you want to live, you have to conquer your blindness. And the first thing you need to do is, in some small way, deny it. But Jesus asked, what can I do for you? So he answered, I'm blind. Maybe he was so drained out. I don't know to answer for this. Please, how are you? In Jesus' version, what can I do for you? Could we learn from that? Could we learn that every I need to Google that too. Every recognition or every self-knowledge, you are aware, every awareness, everything you are aware of, you can do something about. Everything that you recognize with yourself is, in fact, what you can do. You can do something. If you admit that your pupil is black, it's darkness, It's in order to get in the light. The light have to come in order to... If it was light from the eyes, you wouldn't see. You will see everything as something very, very different. So the eyes is the darkest point in the human entity. And that is a good thing. We have to admit the darkness, because it makes us laugh. It makes us happy. The darkness, if we recognize that with ourselves, that we have this deep darkness in our eyes. We need to see the darkness in order to bring the light in. It's nice to contemplate around those specific things. Not in order always to be at the peak. Even when you are low, even you are down the drain, you can see the light. Maybe there you see the light, because we need some questions, some crucial questions, rhetorical questions that, what can I do for you? You see I'm blind. So that is you take that in. It's here some years ago you have this denial. If you are sick, you shouldn't say you are sick. It was within the Christian community. If you were sick, you should deny the sickness because it was a devil. So what the hell was that? Is sickness a devil? Are you not sober-minded? I don't get how people can get so far away from reality. It's like this question I just read. It's this what is it about? It's a survey. I was asked about my mental health, and according to that, are you thinking clear? It's as if my mental health is not that good, I am not thinking clear. So regarding them, according to them, if my mental health is good, I have clear thoughts, but it is some kind of a relevance anyhow, because when people are so off, sometimes they are cheated, they are manipulated, they get sick in order to deal with the demons. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. I can't talk about it, but it seems to be very intriguing for those people that like to call out the demons. This self-awareness makes people rise up. Self-awareness. They were in denial that they were sick. Those Christians, if they were sick, you shouldn't accept, because that is from the devil. But Jesus asked this man, poor man, what do you want me to do? I'm blind. He went straight out in recognition of himself. And my friends out there, if you are in some kind of a denial, I pity you so much. I pity you very much, because not only the leftists, the atheists are in denial. Even you, that are Christian, are a believer. You have to believe. You have to see. You see, the light is coming in. If you see only into the darkness, you can't see. It's darkness here. If it was light there, you could see everything. Maybe. I don't know. So, recognition makes you rise up. Maturity makes you recognize what is the problem with you. If you are in a denial like the thieves, like the bandits, like the criminals are, they are always denying the obvious fact. But if you have grown up and become mature, you don't deny. You recognize. You admit. Either it's me, there must be some creator out there, or I'm blind. So to do such recognitions is your pathway up again. You can't be in denial forever, because the fact, as if for them, the Christians, was that if they accepted the fact, God will not heal them. God will not help them, because it is proclamation, as they said. It's if you are sick, you proclaim. It's a proclamation. They believe so much in the word you are saying. It's kind of a proclamation that since I'm sick, I will get sick. If I'm blind, I will be blind. They are so far off from understanding that regarding my psyche, if I recognize my situation, I can do something. Even myself, I can do something with it. I go to doctors, I go to shrinks, I go to whatever I go to. I have no shame of going to those, because it is a recognition of fact. It's I have to be honest, sober about my own situation. I can't be in denial, because how childish is that? You only deny the facts to a child that maybe something is too much. You protect it by hiding the fact. But if this blind man would answer, I have some issues, Jesus really has passed through. But Jesus had this ability to make people help themselves. Many doesn't believe in that. They say that's why I need Jesus. No. Jesus will reply, what is your problem? So that you can admit what your problem is. And that's kind of a, how are you? That is good. And Christians today, they go to service, they are in denial. I'm sorry to say, many of them are in denial, because they only pray to a God instead of saying, I suffer from this and I need help and I will do something about it. Admit your faults and mistakes, your state of being.